Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Frank here coming at you with Deja Vu. This is Shinhan Bank Pro League 0809, KTF versus WeMade Fox. We have ForGG versus Shine Cal, a Terran versus Zerg on Heartbreak Ridge. I haven't seen enough of this map to tell you what it would be like or any of the statistics, and if there were statistics, I'm not so sure that they would be very relevant at this point, seeing as how this map has been used about 2 or 3 times. As far as these players go, I know Shine Cal had a big run way back in the day, but this is ForGG, and he had a run way back in the day, and yesterday. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to take this one down for KTF, having had lost the last match in a bit of a shocker. But we have Deja Vu here with some statistics in his own outlook on what this match is going to be like.
Yeah, I'm actually interested to see how ForGG does in his first Pro League game since he got traded to KTF from Oz. But yeah, I mean, it's ForGG. He is absolutely ridiculous. He has something like a 70% win rate against Zerg, and I don't even know how what Shine Cal would do to beat someone with like a 70% win rate. That is absolutely ridiculous. Like, even the best players, if their best matchups a lot of time are hanging around 60, 65%. So this is definitely in ForGG's ball game right now. And yeah, for Heartbreak Ridge, yeah, I haven't really seen any games on it yet, and the statistics, obviously, there have been like 7 games on it, so they don't really mean anything. But it looks like most teams have said that it's at least somewhat Terran favored. It seems like mostly Terrans are going out on it. But yeah, we'll see what Shine decides to do, because there are a lot of ramps and spokes in the middle that you could take advantage of for flanking and things. So I hope he does do something like that. I don't think he will, because he has a pretty bad record. He's 5-8 versus other Terrans, so that's a 38% win rate, which is pretty terrible. But you never know. I mean, last game Tempest had a huge advantage on Roro, and then he decided to epic fail and just give the game to Roro. So you never know what ForGG will do. Hopefully he won't do anything like that. ForGG is on the left side of the map at about the 9 o'clock position, and then Shine Cal is over on the right side about the 3 o'clock position, and it looks like he's sending both an Overlord and a drone out to scout, which is definitely a good idea on a map this big. And then it looks like ForGG is also sending out a pretty early scout for Terran. Usually they wait until after their supply or after their barracks to scout, but he's probably worried about some sort of cheese or something from Shine Cal.
Yeah, and I don't know if that worry on ForGG's part is too warranted at this point, because, like you were saying, the map is pretty big, and there is a small choke. So even if that were the case, I mean, he actually is walling off right now, but he's putting an engineering bay down actually in Shine Cal's natural expansion, and Shine Cal now just sending out 2 drones and actually epic failing with the mining trick, and they just stacked on top of each other and just failed, and they're just now attacking the engineering bay. That was actually pretty funny. Gas is going down also before the spawning pool, so this is going to be an interesting build here. A really tech-heavy, really economy-heavy build with the 12 hatch and the gas first. The drone is just kind of running around the base here. Actually, I can't help but agree with you even more on this about sending that drone early, because it's a big map. Also, with that ability for the Terrans to wall off entirely with just a supply depot and 1 barracks, he really wants to get that drone in there as early as possible, so that before that barracks starts going up. So that was actually a really nice play on Shine's part, getting that drone in there so that he could just scout around the base and see what's going on. And there's a pretty hot Asian girl eating a freaking lollipop.
Suck it on a lollipop.
Yeah, you can go ahead and take over. I'm gonna hit the bathroom. I'll be back.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I actually thought the early game here, I think it looked like both players assumed that they would go for the late for a more of a macro game. So you saw both of them sort of prepare for that. You saw ForGG throw down that engineering bay just to delay Shine Cal for a little bit, which was a good idea, and then you saw Shine go out early with that with the drone, just to make sure that what he wanted, that to make sure that ForGG was going to go for a more economic heavy build, and it looks like that's what he's doing. He is throwing down his command center at his expo already, and I think that's a factory, or no, that's a second barracks that he's going to go down. So he's just going to go with the traditional M&M build, and yeah, I'm interested to see what ForGG actually decides to do. I have to think that he has an advantage in this game, not only because he has that great win rate, but also because he was able to delay that second hatchery, the second base from going down for Shine Cal for a little while. And we see a drone going down at the bottom left of the map. I wonder what he's going to try to do. Okay, so he's going to mine out this mineral patch here at the lower left-hand corner by that temple, and I actually am not really familiar with the map, but I'm looking at it now, and he can go around the back there, up the left side of the map, and get into the natural. And if ForGG doesn't expect this, and he did lift off his racks in between his main and his natural, so if he wanted to, now that he's mined it out, Shine could actually send Zerglings through there, go in between that gap, and ForGG is not likely to have it blocked off again, and he'll probably be able to bypass all of the defenses that ForGG has prepared at his the choke of his natural. I don't know if that's what his plan is, but that's definitely an opportunity that he could go for at this stage in the game. He could go for an early maybe 8 or 10 lings and just try and get up there, but nope, those eggs were just drones. So I guess he's just going with his initial 4 lings. I don't know if he's going to go for the front, or if he is. I have to assume that he'll go for the back there, and otherwise, why did he try to send the drone? And now we're seeing the little KTF mascot do some ridiculous dance. And ForGG's going to scout it! ForGG scouted it out, so it looks like Shine's not going to be able to use that either, and he's going to have to figure out some other way to get into ForGG's base.
Yeah, and we have a little bit of a microfight here. We're speed upgraded Zerglings trying to do a little bit of a battle against these Marines, and they actually get a good surround, but medics are now out in the field, so just 2 Marines left, but they're going to completely fend off. Really nice timing on those medics. Going to completely fend off those Zerglings. Actually, what I think, I was about to call him Roro. Shine, what I think he's opening up that back ledge for is for later lurker play. I know that ledge in a hidden expansion going here right above the main base of ForGG. So Shine, being a little bit tricksy here with his expansions. Going to go for a 3-hatch Mutalisk build, it looks like. But I think ForGG, if he gets some scans off, he's not going to expect to scan at that top left position. And he's going to really just think that a 2-hatch Mutalisk build is coming, but little will he know that the 3rd hatch is up, or is going to be up. Excuse me, and it's going to be 9 Mutalisks instead of the initial 6, so we're going to see if he's going to be able to deal with this. But I think that back ledge does lead around to a high ground right near those mining SCVs on his natural. Firebat's now out in the field, and I think those lurkers are just going to be there to just kill off some SCVs later on, and it is mined out now, so those Zerglings, like you were saying, are running around to the backside here. Not sure what they're going to do. I think that, yeah, it does actually... No, it doesn't lead into the main, sorry. I wasn't sure if that high ground had a ramp down into the main also, and those Mutalisks are popping out now. 4 out, and I think there's another 3 or 4 on the way. I don't know if that top left hatchery is up, and if it is, I don't think there's larva up yet. But yeah, so the turret timing is a little bit off here. I think those Mutalisks are going to be able to do some damage before the turrets get up. So